Hello, my name is Karen. I am from Canada. I was born and raised in Toronto. It was important for me to feel welcomed in my host country because I wanted to feel that I was secure in my new country and also that people were welcoming and friendly towards me. The only parts of the culture that I think I had lost from Canada and moving over to Portugal would have to be the fact that my country is very diverse and very multicultural. And moving over to a country where it's not as big and diverse as Canada is, it was somewhat of an impact towards me. I don't feel that there was a big, deep sense of loss in that transition because my roots are in fact Portuguese. I was born in Toronto, but my parents were immigrants from the Azores. So at home we would speak Portuguese. So my roots are a mixture of both Canadian and Portuguese. I did meet someone in my host country that was curious about my traditions and my culture, and they wanted to know a little bit more about the life style in Canada, especially in cold weather. In Toronto, it does get very cold, so they wanted to know a little bit about what we do in the cold and, skiing and skating. So they were interested in a lot of sports practiced in the winter. Um, the other thing that I learned in my transition to Portugal would have to be the fact that the more I would get involved with centers and people in the swimming center and in the library, the more I would feel integrated and welcomed in the country. So I think that in order for anyone that's new to a country to feel welcomed and to feel that they are a part of something, they have to get involved in activities and meeting new people from that country. That would be the only way to accomplish, a feeling of welcoming into the new host country. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Andrew Miranda. I'm from the United States. I was raised in California, and I'm going to carry on with this project in terms of giving some feedback and talking about my experience here in Portugal. About assimilating, initially it was easy for me to assimilate because one, I basically was with nationals in terms of my direct assimilation, and I also basically met some Portuguese people and a lot of people from Latin America while I was living in California. So assimilating wasn't too difficult. I felt welcome. There was a lot of hospitality on special occasions, meaning my birthday and major holidays. I actually uh, participated or had those with Portuguese people and felt very welcome. I didn't feel, and I haven't felt that I've lost any of my culture. Basically, I still have the greater part of my culture, American culture. I don't feel any loss in my time being here at all. Only gain. I have a very positive approach to life, so therefore, I don't feel that I've had any loss in regards to my roots or culture. Basically, my approach is I've just added on to what I've already had prior to living here and coming here. In regards to a split identity, I don't have a sense of a split identity. I have a strong identity. Prior to coming here, I already had universal values. I come from a very multicultural background, multi-ethnic background, and it was already instilled in me at a very young age of a universal attitude and values at a very early age. I have met people from my host country, not many. There aren't many Americans here in Portugal, and so obviously there's a sense of affinity and cultural cohesion with people from our own culture. And I've met many people from different cultures, and the host country, of course, or Portugal. I've met many people from Portugal. And lastly, and of course, coming from America, I feel very comfortable in practicing my culture or acting as an American. in most contexts. As we know, America is a very influential country, so I even can recognize the strong American cultural and influence here in Portugal. And so I feel very comfortable in practicing my lifestyle or way of being, at the same time adding to it um, since I've been here. Okay, thank you very much. It was a pleasure giving feedback about my experience.